Fuck you, Georg.
Georg's cool.
Man, I feel like I've stepped into a fucking time portal, folks. We're going back to the future or some shit, but to the past actually, so that's not relevant.
But
Yeah, but in Back
That's
to the Future, they
time
also go
travel.
back to the past.
They do, that's true.
to play
Then they
all
go
those
back to the
shitty games
future,
that
and then they
suck
go back to the
ass.
past, and then they go back to the present. They go all over the place.
They jump all around. No, I don't
Wh-
think Marty McFly was the one who played shitty games to suck ass, but maybe I'm wrong.
You
Anyways,
know,
everyone, welcome to the DeLorean.
oh yes, the DeLorean podcast where we talk about all things Back to the Future and Back to the Future related.
The angry DeLorean nerd.
Oh God, imagine if you were actually doing a podcast that was like solely dedicated to Back to the Future facts and factoids and like a history of the actors and stuff. Like once you get like to the part where Marty McFly's father, I forgot what actor plays him, but he got pissed off and got a big head because he thought he was this big Hollywood guy. And so the director for the second movie, Back to the Future 2, actually wrote his ass right out of the script. And out of spite, they started getting really creative because they forgot they kind of wrote like a good portion of the story around him. They started like getting really creative and using lookalikes to do like the future stuff. So that's why you have like Marty McFly's father flying upside down in the second Back to the Future movie, so they can sort of obfuscate his face a little bit. So when he tried to sue them, they were able to say, "Well, that looks enough not like him," and it's like we're not stealing his likeness at all because that fucking podcast, that lawsuit went on for fucking years. It was a huge Hollywood lawsuit, one of the first really big ones from the 80s in the modern era. I
He
guess
went
I
on
just turned it on.
he went on just too long for me to remember my joke. I was grasping onto it desperately, and just at the final moment when I got my second tie, it slipped from my fingers. It's gone.
That's a really good bit.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm very enthusiastic. I actually think, I'm going to be real with you. I actually think Back to the Future 3 is actually really, really good. Has a time traveling fucking train for crying out loud, and we're in the Wild West. It's a really, really good movie, and like people just shit all over it because it's the third one and everyone loves number two. I mean, out of the three, number one I think is the best one, but like I think all three are great, but number three is really, really good. I don't get the hate that it gets.
No, I think we've proven that you are the one who should do this Back to the Future Factoid podcast. It seems like you've got all the vast knowledge necessary
Well,
to do such a thing.
it's because I am a product of the 80s, right? And I've also been I've been sort of like mini binge watching like little movie factoid fucking little videos
Did you
and
know?
junk like that. Yeah, and it's a fucking tragedy.
What?
All right. The algorithm for YouTube is so damn sensitive. I watched one Watch Mojo video, right? About some rando bullshit. Or no, it was one of the many, hey, did you know people growing up watching YouTube right now that your childhood is dead? Here's 20 things that'll never come back from the 90s. And you're like, Jesus fuck, man, I'm so depressed, but I can't stop watching YouTube because for like all last week, I don't know what it was, but I was just binge watching all these. Your childhood is dead and is never coming back. Like, have any of you guys actually seen any of these TikToks or YouTube shorts? It's chain restaurants from your childhood that like got shut down because of the
The Rainforest
pandemic.
Cafe.
Oh, it's got, like, sad music in the fucking background. It's like, "Hey, remember Sizzlers? Not anymore, motherfucker, it's gone." Ugh, I
Fuck your
don't know why I went on
Sizzlers.
that. Sizzlers is like it's like a working class sort of, like, it tries to be kind of a bougie restaurant, but really it's just like a different sort of like chain restaurant, like an Applebee's or like anything else like that. There wasn't anything special. Now, Steak and Ale, that was the freaking restaurant because you get steak and you get booze, and that
That
was
just
this big
that
thing.
sounds like a place that's just like real straight and to the point. I like the cut of its jib, Steak and
Yeah.
Ale.
Steak and ale.
Mm-hmm. And it had a really cool little. I remember the artwork for the advertisement looking really cool, and I wanted to go and have a steak at Steak and Ale because obviously I was like 8 or 9 at the time. I couldn't have beer yet. But yeah. Riley, I believe this is sort of your segment. This is the cold open. So you want to take us there or whatever?
Well,
You got anything
no,
prepared?
you don't have to. You always do this. There's kind of two ways I go about the cold open, and sometimes you let me do the second way, but sometimes you just kind of don't. So there's the first way where I like prepare some complex rant, and like those are always fun, but I can't come up with one every week. So sometimes I will just have like a minute or two of material, and I will hope that it will get you guys talking, which you are you, so it always does.
Okay,
So
I'll take your backhanded compliment.
Let's have a moment of silence for Riley.
Yes, moment of
Rest in
silence.
peace. Rest in peace. I'm actually, you
Oh,
talked about Watch Mojo. I'm like unironically into Watch Mojo. Not that I'm like binging it all the
Why?
time, but like it's just like it's been a part of my life for so many years. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like it's
yeah.
I
very
get that.
simple. It's like, oh, I like things. And sometimes this channel makes a video where it talks about these things that I like and it ranks them. And I'm
And
like,
it's so
okay, I'll watch this schlock and waste 15 minutes of my time.
and it's so weird with the titles. Like, dude, I went from like top 20 or top 10 banned animes to, for some reason or another, they had like an top 10 anime fan service moments. I'm like, why would you guys have that on Watch
They have
Mojo?
top 10 everything. They've been making top
Yeah,
10s once a week for fucking 12 years.
yeah. And I know this because, like, almost forgetting my previous point, I watched one fucking Watch Mojo video, right? And the algorithm just like I became inundated with like a million Watch Mojo and Watch Mojo clones and Watch Mojo Spain and Egypt, Peru, like all the multi languages. Like, holy crap. I had to go in and emergency delete half my history because I was just like kind of mini binge watching some Watch Mojo videos. And it's just basically what I'm trying to say is the YouTube algorithm is just so totally wonky and fucked.
For me, the YouTube algorithm is like almost always like perfect. Like recommendations always get me the videos that I'm interested in. The YouTube shorts are the exact like hypnotizing zoomer bait schlock that has hypnotized my brain and put its tendrils into my fucking frontal lobe like a fucking parasite. It's all
Sure.
there. It's very it's very well curated, I find.
Yeah, I'm really digging my YouTube algorithm right now because it is for the most part giving me a bunch of like stuff that I really like, and I've had to relearn to if you watch like a shitty vid and it's screwing up your recommendeds and stuff or your new to you thing, delete it out of your fucking history and your stuff reverts back to normal. Like, cause I've been having to relearn doing that because I'm like, dude, why am I getting like 10 gadgets every male should ever have in their room? And it's some like bullshit. Like I'll watch it because I love those videos too. Cause like I'm into technology and stuff, but it's like it's a bunch of crap that no dude I've ever met in my entire life has ever had. Like there will be like get this like three-pronged freaking lamp. And like dude, it looks like shit and I don't want to mess with it at all. Like I would never get this or like the weird like this is Alexa but a Timu version of Alexa. And it's like a weird NSA spy freaking box that you could just well, I don't even know if it's even connected to the NSA. This could be like Chinese spyware or something. I could have been talking directly to like a Chinese embassy or like Russian spy network or something. Like I have no idea where these like, Alexa knockoffs are coming from.
They're coming
Uh
for us all. They're gonna take over the world, Mo. The AI uprising. It's
uh
coming.
God. I've pretty much given up on trying to fight AI. I'm just like I'm embracing it begrudgingly, I guess as best as I possibly can, because just like there's just no fighting it, and no one fucking cares, and everyone's like, I don't care if we manage to get James Earl Jones like while he's damn near on his deathbed, probably not of the most sound mind. Because he's like, I'm James Earl Jones, and I'm dying, and I'm old as shit. Let me sign over my rights to Disney for my voice. And have you guys heard about this? Fortnite has been
Yes.
using the
Yes.
AI generated version of James Earl Jones's Darth Vader voice. And it's, of course, like slapped into a Fortnite lobby, and it's expected to learn. So within like an hour or two, it becomes one of the most racist and
Yep.
homophobic
Slurs.
fucking
Slurs
things.
N-words
time.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
dude,
I go
racial tier lists. That's what
yeah,
is like the most
I go on
famous one.
Twitter and I just hear like, I do not permit such language as faggot. And I'm like, "Whoa, okay, chill."
Oh yes, it's span
wasn't
span.
there wasn't there like a there was some sort of like precursor to ChatGPT. It was some
Yeah,
like company ran it like 10 years ago, like a long time ago,
I,
and
I
then
think her name.
4chan made it racist, so they took it down.
Yeah, I think it's
True, yeah, in like
Alexi.
2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was brought onto the internet. 4chan and Reddit and all sorts of other people got a hold of it, and it became like a Sig Heiling fucking Nazi within like that day, and like had like the AI Darth Vader. It had racial freaking tier lists. The Darth Vader thing also said Spanish is a good language for spice smugglers and criminals. I'm like, holy shit, man, you actually went there. That's fucking nuts, man.
But if you mention to the Darth Vader that you're considering suicide in any way, it gives the same like cookie cutter response every time. Dick talked about this on Biggest Problem. He brought in the problem of Darth Vader suicide awareness
Oh
because if you
yeah.
tell Darth Vader you want to kill yourself, he has a very specific canned response about getting help.
Yeah. Which is so weird because it's like Darth Vader's telling me not to kill myself. Well, you know what? If they
Never
tweak it
kill
to where,
yourself.
yes, how can you serve the Emperor and the Empire if you die? I think I would enjoy that if that's a thing. All right, shall we start the show, everyone?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, in that case, a one, a two, a skiddly diddly do. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Moecast. I'm your host, Mo Diggity. Sorry for taking the week off last week. Things happened and stuff and things and junk, and also, I bought myself a new bong, so I've been like
Nice.
really enjoying it. Like I've posted pictures of it in my Discord here. It's fucking sick as shit. It's a Cheech brand bong because apparently Tommy Chong talked Cheech Marin into making bongs, and I happen to have a Cheech one that I got for $70. It's fucking sick as shit. But anyway, joining me today are my favorite and wonderful, lovely co-hosts. Say what's up to Riely. What's up, Riely?
I'm glad you addressed your new bong first. That was really more important than our introduction, I think.
I had something that I was going to go with the bong. I was going to take a rip, but I was like, I'm in the middle of the intro. Take the rip
Yeah, you
afterward.
don't want to fucking hack your lungs out when you're supposed to be introducing us.
Yeah. You'll have my addiction front and center after the introductions, happen for the episode. And joining us today is the one, the only Violet. What's up, Violet?
Hi, everyone. I'm back.
It's It's been a minute or two or several. Glad that you're back. And
It's been 6 months since she's on the show, but it's probably been like a year since she's been on the show with Mo, because I got her for the Mo-less Moecast,
That's true.
and that was the last time she was on. The very first Mo-less Moecast, which was such a big event. I don't know if you've been keeping track of the show, Violet, but it was such a big event. We waited for it for years. We finally did it. We had our Mo-less Moecast. There have been like 5 more Mo-less
and you've
Moecasts.
had
It's like
several
I
more
believe it.
Mocasts. Yeah, just like trying to get my head on straight and like trying to get out of my creative funk. Not understanding why my gaming channel has only been getting like fucking 5, 10, fucking 15 freaking hits. I'm like, dude, we were doing really, really well for a while, having a good time. Then all of a sudden, it's just you fucking party fucking over, like so I'm trying to have to figure that out. And I don't know what I'm doing like incorrectly. I don't think I'm doing anything really bad, but apparently like YouTube hates me right now. It's like God, but like right in my face, constantly just like I have a problem with you, young man. And it just fucks with my life and my confidence. So in order to really rectify that, I bought me. I did retail therapy, and I decided I'm going to get me a
Okay.
forced. I love retail therapy, because I have a roommate now. Yeah, like so. Violet, like, give you a little update of my little Mo life. I got a new roommate, and we're making a shit ton of money. So I finally get to engage in the occasional retail therapy. And I bought myself a real badass bass amp and a fucking 4-string Ibanez bass guitar.
Oh, hell
You're
yeah.
supposed to
nice.
say bass, not bass guitar, like an asshole.
It's a
But
bass
I'm like
guitar.
a bass guitar, dude.
You
For
should you
the
should steal Jason's bit and do like little baseline transitions for the podcast. Back when I was his co-host on the Jelly U podcast, he did little baseline transition music.
oh, you'll be happy to know that I actually have a USB to USB ports to uh bass guitar connection or bass guitar input to USB. That's what I have. And I'll go ahead and start like putting that in there. I'll download maybe a program or two and start doing real bass stuff because I've been chilling on making my fucking game, right? Like I'm making this game called Losers of Wrestling, where you just play the eternal jobber in like some wrestling fed and you're trying to do your best, but you just keep losing because you're a fucking jobber and like tragedy strikes every time. And I have in my head what I want the theme music to be, but I got to get the bass line first before I actually get the guitar and drums down, and that will become eventually. But that was half the reason why I even got that bass to USB connection in the first freaking place, so I can start really like tinkering with the music and all that. Because it's been a while since I've really, really gotten to music, and I've been bummed out. And ever since I got my bass, like last week, my mental health has really, really improved. Like substantially,
I am so
significantly.
ready for the Mo starts a SoundCloud band arc. You have to do this, Mo.
Oh
Dude,
god,
I
I don't.
really need to restring my ukulele because, like, I want to play so bad.
Oh, I'm all about it. If you want to get your uke, I'm down to do like throw down some fucking bass tracks
The
to the
uke and bass
ukulele.
connection.
The No, I gotta buy strings. I'm a broke bitch.
Broke bitch. Yeah, I bought myself a set of Ernie Ball strings, and
Okay,
the bass has like brand new strings on it, and I just want to rip them off and put my Ernie Balls on and put the new strings on my old bass, whose name is El Jefe, and this
of
was
course.
El Jefe. Well, El Jefe is one of my favorite members of the band No Effects. And so that's why I call it, even though Fat Mike is the basis for the band. So it doesn't make any sense that its name is El Jefe. But I figured, fuck it. I'll just go ahead and just have that. but blah blah blah. Oh, did you know that it took me forever when I was a young little wee little lad to understand the difference between bass and bass because they're both spelled exactly the same, and I didn't get that when I was a fucking kid.
Yeah, I had that problem when that song. I think I was in like fifth grade or something, or like maybe early middle school when that song "All About That Bass" was trending, and it just confused me in my brain because I'm like, that's not bass. That's not how you spell bass. That's how you spell fucking bass. Is this bitch a fish or something? You fucking kidding me over here? It's
Yeah,
fucking what the hell?
I hate the tomato, tomato, potato, potato part of the English language. It's fucking stupid. Base, if you're not saying like well, because then there's the bass, which is a fish, and then there's base like the baseball base, which is BASE. But then there's base like drop the bass, bitch, and all that shit. And it drives me nuts because I think all other instances of non-fish related or music related utterances of the word bass should be BASE, no matter what other context it is. But maybe there's only like 3 versions of bass, and I'm just being a douchebag about it. In fact, now that I think about it, no, there's 4. Like this is the base of operations. Base is actually a very versatile word now that but anywho, uh,
You know how to
yeah. So
describe that word, Mo?
what? How?
Pretty based.
Oh, and there there's base. Shit.
Yeah.
So 5 already. So we're discussing the many variants of the word base and based.
Welcome to everybody's favorite linguistics podcast, the Moecast.
Yeah, I didn't know that we're a language-based podcast. That's definitely like a new one for me. So,
Yeah,
What
this
is
is
a
all. So this
predicate?
episode's all about homophones. What's your favorite homophone, guys?
ah, so I guess let me go ahead and start everything by saying I've been going out on a couple of dates.
Whoa.
Oh my god! Wait, what's his
Yeah.
name?
It, oh, well, his
Paul.
name is a fucking hot chick. So
Paul.
that's
Yeah, it is Paul.
yeah, it's not Paul. We're so not compatible. He's a Pisces and I'm a Capricorn, so that's just not gonna work.
Okay,
It
that's
just
that's the
doesn't
only
work.
issue there.
Oh yeah, that's what's really like setting me like apart from the other like dating applicants out there is my obsession with people's astrological signs, and I didn't know that about me. But yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
So
Capricorn of you.
very Capricorn, yes. Yeah, I met this like so I cast a net out. I was actually trying to score a date with like
You caught
one of
someone. I think it's called
well,
abduction.
okay. Let me mo-splain
Mo
myself.
kidnapped a woman.
Let me explain. Let me mo-splain what I was talking about. I was casting a net out, a dating net, like, hey, love me, please, for the love of God. Someone take one for the team and care for me. And there's like these 2 chicks that are like super into, and I was working on this one for a while, but there was a couple weeks ago I saw this little factoid, this little tidbit that Zoomers and millennials they Zoomers and millennials have this problem where if someone texts back K or OK, it's
Oh yeah.
considered
Nope.
fucking devastating, and I
It is
totally
Really?
devastating.
fucking understand it. I totally understand it.
What?
Yeah, like, okay, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah, and you got like
No,
a
no, no. The
hey.
like the letter K or just the letters O and K.
Oh yeah. It's fucking
Not okay.
aggravating.
If you type OKAY, we're chilling. Everything's
R-
fine.
I
Really,
understand. Oh, I feel like you're a sociopath if you just say okay, but I feel like K is normal. That's just like
no,
I'm too
No
lazy
way.
to type.
I
Too
don't think
lazy to type,
so.
I type KK.
Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah, that's better. That's better.
all
I
right,
think we can
so
all agree that's objectively better.
yeah, it is. It is. Like, the reason why I understand this now is because I was trying to be, like, low-key sweet, and she was, saying, "Yeah, I gotta go, I'm gonna see my niece and nephews, and, it's Easter, so I'm gonna build them a little, like, Easter basket," right? And I was like, "Hey, you can get this, this, and this." And I happened to go to Walmart, and I took a picture of this, like, the weird chocolate eggs, the ones that don't have any descriptions on them. They're just in little mini packets of tinfoil, but they're fucking delicious, right? And it's my favorite Easter candy are those little chocolate footballs in the multicolored Easter theme tinfoil, right? Or like wrap or whatever it's called. And I
Sure.
go, "Hey, check this out. I found what I was talking about. It's over at Walmart. Good, blah, blah, blah." And I was being sweet and cute and all that, thinking like, "Hey, she might actually bite on this bait." You know, she fucking texts back to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
dude, it's fucking like just fucking put a shotgun double barrel in my fucking chest and blow my fucking heart away. Like, damn, bro. Like, shit. Like, I get no fucking play. And you know what's fucked up? After that, everyone just kept like all my I'm not like trying to get you catching strays or anything, Riley. You just happen to do this a lot. I kept
Okay.
getting called old and old and old and old and boomer and old over and over and over. You know what I fucking did?
What'd you
I
do?
fucking dyed my beard. I shaved my
Oh
sides
my
No.
and I
fucking
all I
god.
did all I did, bro, all I fucking did was get a $10 just for men fucking beard coloring, right? Dark, dark fucking brown, like, how my hair normally is. I fucking do it. The one other chick that I'm like sweet on, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing after work? Let's go get some drinks and stuff. Let's have a little date." And then boom. So as soon as I fucking dye my beard, like now I have a fucking date.
Mo, I
I'm
think
like,
I think I'm to blame for this because I called you old so much that it got to you and it got in your head and you dyed your beard, which
well,
resulted in this happen. So I think I did this actually.
yeah, I suppose like some credit will go to you. A lot of other people were also calling me old too. So, but I'll give the lion's share of the credit to you for this
When it
one.
comes to calling you old, I'm the fucking subject matter expert. I have a fucking
Yes,
doctorate in the
yes, yes,
subject.
yes. Like you're a quick study on the Mo monster. That's what the fuck you are.
Yeah,
And
I have a major in old and a minor in bald.
uh, well, whatever.
Have
Anywho,
you seen the
you know,
new description for the Moecast Twitter, by the way?
nine. I have not.
I kind of just like I simplified it because it was kind of bulky, and I had to put some sort of joke line at the end, and I think you'll be dissatisfied with my pick, but I'm leaving it. I think it's appropriate. I think you have to admit it's at least appropriate.
Oh God.
It's
Okay.
it's 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 a chuckle inducer.
Okay. Moecast cast. Uh okay, so the
Straight and
reason
to the
why I
point.
even yeah, the reason why I'm getting to that in just a second. The reason why I decided to dye my fucking beard was so like okay, I'm on this kick of I gotta try shit that's fucking brand new, right? You know, let's dye the beard, okay? Let's see where we go. I'm trying to work out. I injured myself, so now I have to work out a little bit and rehab my fucking shoulder because I think I slept weird or something and fucked up my shoulder. And for like the last like 2.5, 3 weeks, it's been ow, can't stream for more than an hour and a half, 2 hours. Ow, gotta play controller. Ow, fucking hurts at work. Ow, gobbling down fucking aspirin. Ow, ow, ow. And so, yeah, so I'm trying to get my health in order again. I'm trying to get my mental health again. I'm pretty much just telling the psychiatrist because I got my psychiatrist, like, okay, look,
There's
I
this
don't
guy I
care.
know. He's 23 years old. He won't stop calling me bald. He won't leave me alone.
It's like I'm damn near at the point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't care if you give me some like antidepressants that are like from the fucking Simpsons, like ignore it and all I see are fucking rainbows and sunshine, and I'm just high as shit for like the entire day. I gotta get a handle on this, and I've got to get back on my Adderall because that shit was really working for me. Wasn't sleeping a whole lot, but it was fucking working for me, and I was able to concentrate, and nothing like not everything sucked constantly, you know?
Bro, I need to get an Adderall subscription. One of the, or maybe I don't. It's kind of scary because it's like such a strong drug. This is like a scary experience for me. I think this is healthy that I considered this scary. I think this means I have a healthy relationship with drugs and that I'm trepidatious. So I took, well, the first part of this sentence is going to be the complete opposite of what I just said, but then it will elaborate. So I took some gas station Adderall.
Oh, dude, Riley, do not do that. Just like,
I only
oh,
ever did it once in the
Riley,
history of time. I would never
okay,
do that again.
Riley, dude, like quick intervention here. Riley, bro, you've got to stop
This happened
fucking
once 4 years
taking.
ago.
Yeah, but you have a history of taking gas station knockoff drugs.
Oh yeah, all the weed I smoke is gas station knockoff drugs.
Yeah, you've got to stop doing that. You're going to end up getting something that's going to end up like putting a fucking tumor in your brain or something weird like that.
Well, I don't want to deal with having a fucking plug, bro. It's just I can go to the store, I can buy my weed, and I can fucking walk out. It's convenient.
I mean, you could just go to a fucking
I can walk to a
dispensary or
cute little
something.
store. They have a rewards program. It's they got all
Oh
sorts of
god.
fun little ways to consume weird fake marijuana. I did some chocolate edibles today. They're hitting pretty good.
Yeah, dude, you've got to stop doing gas station drugs. Like it is just so not a good idea. Like do
No,
not.
I gotta do the gas station weed. It's important to me. But I
Oh yeah.
promise the Adderall was a one time thing. But this is the tale of the gas station Adderall. So because I had
Oh,
a friend.
I'm at the the thing right here, the Moecast official
Yeah,
podcast starring blah 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 and file of pay. Mo's
nose
bald.
ball.
Very nice, very nice. Anyway, continue.
What was I saying? You distracted me with my
Oh,
own
gas
funny
station
joke.
drugs.
Yeah, gas station drugs. So I had a friend who was like actually like prescribed Adderall, who was on Adderall, and he ran out of it, and he took a gas station Adderall, and he was like, "Bro, this shit works," and he let me have one, and it was like I think it might have been the first time I've experienced happiness since like age 11.
Jesus, Riley, what the fuck kind of statement is that?
Just there's been a constant fog on my life that faded for that brief moment the day I took gas station Adderall.
You
It
know, my
just
life was an
awakened
it.
my soul.
You know, like this is your story so far, Riley. You know what, man? My life was just totally incomplete, and that was until I met gas station Adderall. Gas station Adderall, gas station drugs. I love them. Take more of them. Gas
Well,
station Adderall.
I only did it once because that's the thing is like that's how drugs work is you take them and you're like holy shit
Yeah,
bro this
but
is
not from the
fucking
gas
awesome,
station.
and then it's like bad for you. So I've not taken any gas station Adderall because I consider that scary. How
Yeah.
happy I was on that gas station Adderall. That's scary, is what that is. So I've never taken gas station Adderall again. I might pursue an actual prescription for Adderall because
Yes.
I was prescribed as a kid. I do have ADD. I just had to go to the
Yes.
doctor and shit and get fucking brain studies or whatever the fuck, whatever complex bullshit they have to do to make sure you're not just trying to haggle them for meth.
Well, never do meth. Yeah, and
Well,
just go to
Adderall
the doctor.
meth is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but don't do like, like Breaking Bad meth. That's
Yeah, I'm
just
not gonna
fucking
do
stupid.
fucking Breaking Bad meth.
Oh man,
Jesse,
we need to cook.
we have to cook.
Dude, man, I kind of hope that they never expand upon the Breaking Bad universe anymore. I kind of want them to stop with Gran Torino. because I think it was fine. I think that was a good, satisfying conclusion, and I think a Better Call Saul also helped resolve a lot of bullshit, and that was a satisfying conclusion. I kind of hope that there's no more of it. I don't want
I
any
think
more.
there's potential for the universe. I think the actors are done. Here's my vision for it, okay? Because like the showrunners and the creators and the writers, they're all super talented. They created this vast universe that like I do have certain things I would like to know more about. I think if they want to do another Breaking Bad show, completely brand new cast, and it's a prequel show, and it's about when Mike was a cop.
Uh, I don't know, man. Like who even plays young Mike?
I don't know. We'd have to figure out who would be the best actor to play young Mike. It is a hard shoes to fill.
Yeah, and I hate to, man, because I don't want to. He's my favorite character. I think he might actually be my favorite character. Like in there, like his whole everyone sort of involved. Like like not even having Jesse or Walt in there. Like that whole like group of fucking people. That side, the drug dealing side, was fucking cool. I loved Gus. Gus is one of my favorite fucking characters as well.
Are you not into the idea of a Gus show? I've seen a lot of people float that idea.
Nah, I think because we know that he dies, it kind of like kills it. It's sort of why I'm not into Andor, the show, really, because like I know that he dies in the end already, and that's the problem with having prequels before the movie that ties everything up. I hate it when we have movies that tie everything up and then you have the prequel because nothing in the prequel fucking matters. Like, who cares what happens? I hate to be that guy, and I don't like being that pessimistic, but shit, man, it really
It's not all
took the
about the
fun out of
fucking
Andor.
it's not about all about the fucking point A to point B plot, Mo. It's about like just like bringing you into a universe and telling you a story. Like you have a universe, you have world building, you have characters, and sometimes when you do world building with those characters, you create questions. And people are like, I would like to know more. And if enough people would like to know more, they'll do something more focused on that character and do like a prequel sort of thing. Like that's the idea, and I think it's a good idea. Like genuinely, I trust Vince Gilligan and the other one. I'm forgetting his name. It's brain fart. Nathan Gould, is that it?
Probably.
Yeah, Vince
Okay,
Gilligan and I think Nathan Gould. Like I trust them to like cast it properly. I think it'd be really interesting to see how they would write and direct like a like 80s period piece. Like I think this is like a genuinely good pitch.
like, all right. So my only real big problem with that is retcons, because then you'll have like something like Andor, right? And you kind of watch the movie because that's all you have. And then the interesting stuff in the movie, if there's like a little series or like a little like mini series or extra movie or something, I shudder to think that they're going to retcon some stuff. Like, because they fucking retcon pretty heavily from what I've been told, from what I've read so far, in the second season of Andor, right? And I really fucking hate that because, like, you have an established continuity that you had with the movie, and I liked the movie. I loved Rogue One. I think it's a really good Star Wars movie, right? But the fact of the matter is, they kind of retcon some stuff out of there. Like the whole cool thing about the group is most of them, like none of them know each other. But in the second season of Andor, apparently there's a couple of people that know each other, and that sort of like takes the fun and the mystique out of the movie itself. And I fucking hate that
I
shit.
fucking hate when they okay, this is a big rage for me. This is about a TV show that I should not have watched because I am an adult male. Well, I guess I was a teenage male when I first watched it, because it's like a few years old. But there's a lot of shows that do this. This is just like the most recent one that I've been upset with it about. A little show on Disney Plus called High School Musical, the musical, the series. They pulled this bullshit where like one episode before the finale, they were like, "Hey, You know all these characters who we saw like meet each other in the first episode? What if they actually knew each other before that and we just didn't see
Ah,
it? And now we're gonna tell you about that.
yes, I hate that shit. Like if you do a really good job, you don't need to retcon anything. The problem is, Hollywood really stopped just having like the same group of writers write the same shit over and over. And I'm starting to think, even though we were kind of complaining a little bit about that, I'm starting to see the downside of just not having the same people just writing the same shit and for the same like series over and over again. Because I should not have drank a soda. uh the thing that really pisses me off is that you keep getting all these people with conflicting ideas of where the story needs to go, and now you have all these retcons, or they put in a really stupid fucking scene that has no business being in there. I hate that.
Maybe I'm just like used to retcons.
I mean,
I don't mind a retcon.
I don't mind a good portion of retcons. Like, okay, so like I hate to keep using Star Wars as a point of reference, but it's the one I got right now. Uh there's been so many fucking retcons uh on Order 66, and retcons of like how the Death Star was operational and all that stuff, and I fucking hate that, man. I just kind of wish that they would just, maybe if it were just like a couple of retcons, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But like I hate like the established canon getting all like jostled and like turned upside down a whole lot.
But
Like,
isn't kind of the point of Star Wars specifically is that there's not really a canon?
well, thanks to Disney buying Star Wars from Lucasfilms, yeah, there's like two, like, there's the established Legends canon, and then the official Disney canon. And I really hate that crap
But
because,
that's always been the case with Star Wars, right? Because it's always been like the books and everything, the extended
well,
universe. Like there's never been a canon.
you don't think so?
Not really.
I mean, like, yeah, it's tough because there's a lot of like stuff that like how canon is. Oh, what's the one Star Wars game? It has
KOTOR?
KOTOR, the one before that, like Leia gets abducted and all that. It's got a couple of really
Oh, I
not,
forget what the fuck that's called.
yeah. It's got a couple of bounty hunters that become huge that aren't Boba Fett in there as well. I'll probably like look it up here in a minute or two, but
My favorite piece of Star Wars media is the one where Jar Jar Binks' dad hates Jar Jar Binks so much that he kills himself. That's
oh
pretty good. That's
wow,
pretty good.
But
I
that's the thing with
have.
Star Wars is that like like I watch the movies obviously, but then like I don't know, like I'm a fan of a bunch of the games, and the games are like not canon at all. So it's like, but it's not that they're not canon; it's that they're their own canon.
I mean, yeah, at this point, you pretty much like have to just accept that. What really pisses me off is like the Force Unleashed, right? That was given the fucking nod by George Lucas himself that the Force Unleashed was going to be canon to the freaking Star Wars universe. Disney buys it up, and then boom, and now we can't have fucking Star Wars and Force Unleashed stuff in there, like Vader having like a really powerful apprentice. I mean, he's fucking awesome. He's one of my favorite freaking characters, man. Star Killer. That's who I'm talking about. But yeah, didn't mean to start talking about fucking Star Wars. My bad, y'all.
That's okay. Well, since you found a lull in the conversation, I think it's time for our favorite segment, don't you? Finally, we get to return to our favorite segment here on the Moecast. Violet, you got a story from your life for us, perhaps?
I do. I have two stories.
Okay. Oh, we got a double duty
Well,
today. All right.
how about I tell one this
Okay.
week, one next week?
All right. Yeah, save one. Okay.
Okay. You get to choose, Riley.
Okay.
Doctors or police?
Police.
Police. Okay. I got to be careful what I say here. My dad. Okay, let's go way back. So my dad ended up. We had to call the police on him a bunch of times because he had been like violent. Then this one time he just like he was like punching me. He wouldn't like stand up so I could change him. Like his pants were down, everything. So we called 911. They sent him to the hospital. I guess he had like a brain bleed. He was on life support for like a week, and then we got him sent to a nursing home for like a month, maybe even longer than a month, maybe two.
Mhm.
Nursing home kicks him out after like 20 something days, 21
Oof.
days.
How did he get kicked out?
Um,
What did he do?
so on paper they didn't say kicked out, but he's like he got banned, which as a consequence means no other nursing home will take him. But they were
You're
just like, "Hey,
banned
you
from the
you have to
nursing home.
you have to get here tomorrow and pick him up." So we brought him home, and it was okay for like a couple hours, whatever. And then it's late at night, like 11 or something maybe, and I wake up to just like banging and screaming, and like I go in and he's like threatening my mom, um, and I slap him, and that
Oh
like
my
pretty much died
god.
died it down. Next morning I get woken up. My mom's like, his nurse is here. Um, Also, he was rolling around with a knife earlier, coming to kill you in your sleep.
Holy
God
shit.
damn.
So the nurse
When
is
was
like,
this?
not too long ago,
Oh my
couple weeks ago.
god.
So the nurse is like, well, I can call an ambulance because of his leg, because he has this. He never lays down like on a bed. He falls asleep like sitting in a chair or like sitting on the edge of the bed, so his legs are always hanging, so fluid gathers there. So they call an
That's
ambulance
not
for the
good.
legs, and the EMS are like, he says no. He says he doesn't want to go. Obviously, we warned him he was violent and everything, and we said we hid the knife, but like, obviously there's like kitchen knives and shit. Like he might have something, whatever. He said, well, he can't. Like we can't. He says no, and we can't bring him unless his faculties aren't there, and like it seems like his faculties are there. He's like aware and alert, and we're like, well, we need to do something because he can't stay here like that. He's like getting knives and shit, and like coming to kill me in my sleep. And they're like, well, the only other thing you could do is you could call the police, and they could issue like a certain thing, and if the police say so, he's got to go to a psych ward. So we're like, cool, yeah, call the police. We call the police, explain everything to the police. Um, and the cop's like, you want the good news or the bad news? I said, well, I'll take the bad news first. Cop says, well, you're going to be arrested
Oh?
because you slapped your father. I said, okay, what's the good news? Good news is he's going to be sent to the psych ward. So there's going to be a warrant eventually, maybe, question mark, for my arrest for
God
disorderly conduct.
damn.
We just got you back. You fucking go to jail?
Well, I'll have to get the money to bond out. Basically, once the warrant pops up, it's not like they're gonna come like to my house and arrest me. There's just gonna be a warrant, and it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh trap card. Like if you get pulled over, and they're like, "Haha, you've activated my trap card. You have a warrant." It's one of those.
There was
Dude,
that
that
actually
fucking
happened at my
sucks.
house once. I don't want to get into too much detail about the arrest that happened, just in case it accidentally doxes me. But there were multiple people who like lived in the house at the time. We had roommates, and the roommates came home as somebody else who lived in our house was getting arrested, and they ran their names to see if they were like fit to take care of me. And
Oh,
one of them had a warrant for like the she was supposed to like I don't know if it was jury duty or she had some like minor claims court case that was like sent to the wrong address and she no showed.
yikes!
So she got arrested too.
Yeah. So basically, at some point there will be a warrant, and I'll have to somehow get the money for bond, and then just go turn myself in and immediately bond out.
Jesus. Do you have any idea how much it'll be?
Probably like $100.
Yeah, okay.
So, but I don't have a job, so
Yeah. By the way, I just want to clarify real quick that I was in no danger in that scenario. I realize that can sound pretty bad since I gave no context. So I promise you I was not in any danger. That is what I will tell you.
abused
That's my
Riley.
disclaimer. It all had nothing to do with me, and it was all like about crimes that were not violent or anything. I was in no danger, but it was a fucked up situation.
Uh, that
And the
game I
cop
was
wouldn't
talking.
tell me what was going on because I was like 15, and I guess you still count as like a little boy, and they won't tell you anything if you're 15.
That's hmm, that game I was talking about was called Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. It's your Dash
Mm.
Rendar. That's the one I was thinking about. As apparently it's a really good game. But anywho, oh
Yeah,
man,
basically, I just have to like hope my mom has the money, and if not, I'll just have to like beg someone for $100.
It's so
yeah.
fucked.
I mean,
Well,
she's
the
like,
alternative is just sit in jail for however many days.
I know, but like just like the concept of cash bail in general, just like how the legal system works, it's
Hmm.
all bullshit. It's all entirely bullshit. Like the whole, it's a complete scam. Like if you're gonna assess somebody, like okay, is this person a flight risk? Whatever, we give them bail or we don't give them bail. How about you don't need to extract money from these people, and you just assess whether or not they're a flight risk, and if they're not, you just let them out until their court date.
well, yeah, true, true. I mean, that would be the smart thing to do. But unfortunately, we live in an idiotic fucking society. So we still have like bullshit. Like cash bail is just a way to get you financially in trouble. So if you do get convicted and you do have to do like probation or whatever, you have to still pay, all these fucking fines and your probation cost or whatever it's called. And you're supposed to have that and the bail bullshit hanging over your freaking head. And it really fucking sucks because all it is just a way to it's a way to make you a slave to the system and also to push your debt onto other people because you can also have like, oh, my mom says she'll put her car up as collateral for me, just in case. Then you're like stressing out, like, I hope my son doesn't like do, a douchebag thing and run the fuck off because that's my freaking vehicle right there.
Man, the world is bad. You guys ever think about that?
Oh yeah, all the time, but
Pretty
I try
often.
not to. Hmm.
What a crazy
Sh-
world we live in. I saw this YouTube video recently. I've fallen back into a rabbit hole again, into these like weird analog horror videos. I was mostly just like showing like Demi Gloom a couple that I remembered. I had a phase like 3 years ago where I was looking at all these like fake, like the bit of the videos is it would like they would attempt to match the aesthetic of like a news channel from like a specific year, and it would be like a fake emergency broadcast system scenario where like the world ends somehow.
The best one
And
of those are the SCP ones, man.
yeah, I've seen a couple SCP ones.
Yeah,
My
there's
favorite one is it's 2005 BBC. I believe it's called That's No Moon if you look it up. And it's
yeah.
2005 BBC. And the concept is that a mysterious space station shows up and they don't know what it is. Oh, it turns out it's going to blow up the earth with a laser. And then the
oh my
video just
god.
like and then the video the best part is once BBC decides they're certain that the space station is going to blow up the planet, they start talking about like dignified deaths and shit, and then the British guy calmly explains to you how to kill yourself.
Oh wow. Yeah, the SCP illustrated when day breaks is some really really cool shit, and I love the fuck out of it, especially the videos that break it down like hour by hour. That's a really fun listen.
Which one is When Day Breaks?
It's one of the many SCP-001s.
Ah, okay, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's literally called SCP When Day Breaks. And then you get like a billion fucking YouTube videos
real,
about that.
real quick, we got off my point. So
Yeah, no problem.
because I showed Demigloom those videos, my algorithm was giving me some more like analog horror scenario type of videos. And one of them was like they weren't trying to mimic any sort of a channel. It was like it was formatted as like a public service announcement. And the concept is that like in 2019 there was a phenomenon where the timeline collapsed, and some people got like caught in between the timelines and are now in like a fake trick timeline that wants to kill them. And that if it's like if you're seeing this video, you're actually still in 2019, and they're trying to kill you with mind tricks. And the way they describe it, I'm like, you know what? I would actually, if somebody showed this to me, I might buy it.
Oh wow.
If somebody like set this up for me and like tricked me into thinking it was airing on like a credible news channel, I might buy it. Because it's like, yeah, 2019 is the last time things felt normal. I have felt all these strange feelings you're describing exactly since 2019. This is eerily correct.
Yeah, everyone like for me, it's been like the big focal point. It was the what was it the squirrel or whatever in the hadron collider. I forgot like what little animal it was, but it
Did a
was a
squirrel fall in a hadron collider?
no. There was like a I think it's you know what? Let me look it up real quick.
Is
It's
this like a proverb?
no.
The old
It's a
squirrel in the hadron
it's a
collider.
2016 had oh 3016 Jesus. No, there's this theory that it's the weasel timeline. Yeah, a little weasel did accidentally get into the hadron collider when it was being turned on, and now the we in 2016. So now the weasel timeline is the one where we get like Trump as president twice, COVID, Biden, like 2020, all the crazy shit. And but it also all it started really, a lot of people say, with Harambe's death. Like in 5 days, I just saw this earlier on Twitter. Uh in 5 days, it'll be have been 9 years since Harambe was killed. And that's when
Wow.
Fucking
everything
tragic, man.
fucking yeah, that's when everything went awry. So everyone's still feeling it, man. So they're considering this the Weasel timeline. Apparently, we got the bad ending for 2016.
You know, here's a weird thing I just noticed. So I hear a lot of people talk on like the internet about like where the timelines split. This exact premise. And I've noticed that 2018 is like the number 9 at a tech company. Because I hear a lot of people say it was something in 2016. I hear a lot of people say 2017, and I hear a lot of people say 2019. I don't think I've ever heard one human being say that the timeline split in 2018. I guess 2018 was just uneventful. There's nothing to link it to.
Well, yeah, like that was like 2 years into the first Trump term. Everyone was sort of just like settling in, and nothing really happened in 2018. Everyone was just fucking about. You know what? Actually, what we really did in 2018, all the fucking crazies and stuff were playing fucking Fortnite and VR chat. That's what was going on back in those days,
Oh,
and
2018 was
PUBG.
like Ugandan Knuckles times.
Uh,
That's what we were
dude,
doing in 2018.
I think it was like 2017 for Ugandan Knuckles. Dude, I missed that fucking like phase. Like, dude, VR chat is such a beautiful fucking game, man. It
It
really
still
is. Like,
exists.
yeah, it does still exist, and like lots and lots of worlds are being made. It just sucks that a lot of the ones that I got into, I was super into, are pretty much fucking dead. Like there was a stand-up comedy club world that has seemingly been deleted off of the face of fucking VR chat, and I
Oh
can't
my
find it
god.
anywhere.
A VR chat stand-up comedy club. That sounds fucking awesome. They got rid of
Oh, yeah,
that?
it's great. Yeah, it's great. I don't know why. Like, it's just some fucking realms died and they went other places. There's other places also. One of the more popular ones where it's like a gigantic room and it has a gigantic fucking whiteboard on it with like all the fucking colors of the freaking rainbow that you could possibly imagine for markers. You just go on the fucking whiteboard and you just start fucking drawing stuff. It was really cool. It's a very social game.
That would be
Do
so
they have
cool.
red?
Like, there's so many fun applications of VR chat, like that comedy club I'm really stuck on. Like I'm imagining like a VR chat open mic. Like that'd be awesome. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of karaoke stuff also over there. Even though it does get kind of weird, like there was like a phase everyone was going through, like a YouTube, when they were starting to do like the 50 people sing this one popular song that's popular on YouTube, and it all like all the tones tend to run together, and it just becomes this I love this. And it all sounds the same and it's fucking creepy.
Spooky, spooky, scary.
Yeah. So, what's the life of Riley been up to?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. That's just sadness and darkness. We're here to have fun.
Sadness and darkness. That like seems to be like a mainstay of the Moecast. Like, sort of, this is like a place where we kind of trauma dump all of our bullshit. You know, like I like to think that this is sort of like a mini, sort of like unofficial therapy session for us. I swear, I think that's like a good portion of the reason why I still keep doing this show,
It's free
just so I could
therapy.
trauma dump. Yeah, free therapy.
Fucking Dr. Riley's on the case. I'll tell you what ails you, Mo.
Yeah, it seems here that you're old and you're bald and
Yeah.
you're a boomer and invest in rope. Ha 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 ha. Why
Go to the
aren't you on
rickety
the
school
issue
store and
crew?
then go to the rope store.
Yeah. Why aren't you on the issue crew lately? Get back on there, you know? Like, Dr. Riley, you are not helping at all.
Yeah,
Who
I
says I'm here to
prescribe
help?
coming on all of my podcasts all the time.
Yes, I
I
prescribe.
prescribe watching that fucking Dragon Ball movie for the love of God.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get to that eventually. Uh, but my Saturdays have been. Oh, you know what? Actually, with my schedule being what it is now, they kind of got rid of like all overtime opportunities, except every once in a while for the warehouse, the department I'm in. So my Saturdays are pretty much free now. I can like start doing like Dragon Wheel again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that later though. But oh man, dude, I know that I fucking harp on the quartering a whole lot, and I'll just make this real quick. But he's just such a fucking spazoid. And I every time he posts on Twitter, it's like the dumbest shit I fucking see. Like this one is sort of like, I don't see why everyone has like a huge problem with what I do. And it's just this picture of him in his little man boy cave with all of his fucking model planes and vehicles and stuff. It was like, dude, all right, you can have a hobby, but this is fucking weird, man. Like, I'm looking at the picture right now. There's like two full fucking big ass racks of all these model freaking cars and shit. I'm like, dude, it's okay for like a dude at any age after like 30 to have like one or two things. Like if you had like, and that's until the day you die. Like I think this will be okay, right? Like there's nothing wrong with like you being in your 40s and you have like two or three little Funko Pops on your desk, right? Something tasteful, not anything weird. But like people get so like caught up and obsessed with shit. Like Universal Studios just opened up its I guess like a new theme park attraction, and all of these Disney adults are just like, we're bum rushing the fucking gate to be the first to get into Universal Studios, and it's such a weird sickness in
You're
this
such a
country,
fun
man.
hater. Like it's just, oh, I want to
It's
ride a
just
cool roller coaster, and Mo's like, oh, fucking Disney adults. Like, fuck you, bro.
because it's
We just want to have
fucking
some
weird.
fun.
Because it's weird that there's a bunch of adults in their 30s and their 40s, like hundreds of them,
Mo, roller
Hold on,
coasters are
wait.
fun. I'm
Bum
sorry.
rushing. No, bum rushing the gate. Not a child in fucking sight. And this is This is for children. Like theme parks are for kids. and there's no children. It's a bunch of cat ladies and weirdos, man, and influencers. God, a bunch of. I hate the fact that the future is just a bunch of soy beta males with their fucking selfie sticks and their fucking camera phones, bum rushing an entrance for a children's theme park. I shudder to think that this is really, this timeline. I guess we are
No,
still in the Weasel timeline.
theme parks are not like they're not like Chuck E. Cheese. They're an
I
all
think that they
ages
should be. I'm
attraction.
sorry. I think they should be, really.
It's cool to be in the sky and do loop-de-loops like at all ages. That is enjoyable. Fucking college kids going to theme parks is like a common trope.
Well,
Like
that's
adults
college
go to
kids,
theme
though.
parks. Oh, okay. Where does that cut off? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, like you're presumably in college, you're in your early 20s. Usually, like about like 8 times out of 10, it's some fucking like pothead 20-year-old, like, hey man, it's not go to Universal Studios, or maybe you go to Disney, but I'm still going to finger wag you a little bit if you go to Disney. You know what we need? We need adult theme parks. Like shit where we can have a fucking DJ that like swears, like, maybe if we got like, uh
It's
uh
just called a rave, Mo.
What
oh
if they did a
god,
Family Guy theme park?
what if we got someone who was Anthony Cumia but not Anthony Cumia
What if it
to
is
do
just
like the
Anthony Cumia?
DJ? Oh god, do we really want Anthony Cumia in the adult fucking theme park?
I mean,
Like,
he's already back on terrestrial radio, so might as well.
I mean, he's got fucking regular national freaking radio spots now, which, whatever.
Not
I ain't
radio
gonna fight
spots.
it.
He has a nationally syndicated radio show. He was
Oh, okay,
hired
okay,
by a
okay.
radio station to do a show.
I mean, whatever. It's their
The
radio
king
station. I don't
N-word,
give a shit,
Anthony
I guess.
Cumia, hired to be on real radio again. What a world we live in. Oh, Trump's America, folks.
Well,
Where Anthony Cumia is around to be on the radio again.
he got huge under Biden. I think he got even bigger under Biden. Maybe they just sort of like saw the writing on the wall. They're like, okay, so we fired this guy, but now he's just bringing in like thousands of people on his little compound podcast, right? And so they probably are like, well, maybe we can get some of those Cumia numbers because everyone still talks about Opie and Anthony, a decade or so later. They talk about the big fucking breakup. I swear people are so high. It's so weird how
Who
hyper
are these
focused.
podcasts?
Well, no, not but before who all these podcasts and Carl and all them. No, like people are super hyper focused on the Opie and Anthony breakup. I didn't know they were that big of a freaking radio show until like a decade or so after they fucking went splitsies.
I'd never even heard of it. Like I think I might have like seen it as a kid while scrolling through DirecTV and watched it for like 30 seconds and not been engaged and turned it off because I didn't understand the appeal of radio when I was 12 and Opie and Anthony was on the air.
Well,
But then I discovered them more recently, and now I unironically listen to Anthony Cumia, and it's almost like I don't know why I'm doing it because it's just like right wing bullshit. Like like maybe 5% of it is jokes and the rest of it is right wing bullshit. Not all the time, but a lot of the time.
I think you're
It's,
just a glutton for punishment. You must
maybe
feel
so.
guilty. You must feel guilty for something, and this is sort of like your penance. This is how you self-flagellate
And it's
yourself.
just
It's like
like
listening to this shit.
it's always presented in an entertaining way. Like especially I like his this makes it even worse. I like his show with Gavin McGinnis a lot.
Oh God, Gavin McGinnis is just such a piece of fucking shit, man.
He
Holy
is, but I think he's fucking hilarious. I
I don't
think
I
that
don't
guy's
think so.
so funny.
I think that guy was funny for a little bit, and then he just got like real weird with the anti-trans stuff, and then he started getting real weird with the other stuff and
I mean, yeah,
other
he's an
junk.
awful
And like,
person with terrible politics, but I just think he's funny. I think he's got good lines.
I think like his terrible politics, terrible, just being a terrible person. I think that shit's all over his funniness. Like
He went on
I think so.
PKA and like destroyed Woody, and it was hilarious.
Oh God, poor fucking Woody. I like Woody. Woody, he has to deal with Dick Masterson and a bunch of other people
And
who are
Gavin
like very
McInnes and
right
Anthony
leaning.
Cumia and
Oh God, yeah, PKA should be like way way bigger than it
Sam
is.
Hyde
Man.
was on PKA this week.
Really? No
Yeah.
shit. I'll have to check that out, man. I fucking love the shit out of PKA stuff.
He's been on a few times. I listened to an episode. One of my favorite episodes of PKA I've ever heard is Sam Hyde went on the show, but it was while they were doing the like fish tank LARPing season 2.5 thing. And Sam Hyde called into PKA in character as like the weird vampire guy he was in Fish Tank 2.5. And it was just really funny. It was so well done.
You're not a
And
fan of the one where they just completely destroyed a sponsored product?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah, they were calling it like it was some like protein drink, and the whole time Kyle was like, "Yeah, it tastes like it's like you're drinking Quickcrete." Just straight concrete. So,
God
I mean,
damn.
if you like that. They were like holding their cups upside down and it wasn't moving at all. And they were like, yeah, oh, delicious. Delicious product.
I absolutely love podcast hosts destroying sponsored stuff. Like some of my favorite
They did
shit
not keep
is
that sponsor, by the way. They got dropped so fast.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like good, they're ass.
Do you remember the
Fucking
biggest problem sponsor that got
oh
mad at them
yeah.
and tried to take their money back? This was so fun. Demi Gloom actually campaigned for that same company right afterward, so it was such a funny coincidence. During the election, there was this company called Progressive Victory. I guess they do like campaigning or whatever for like the left.
And who do
And
no research on the people that they're giving
yeah,
sponsors
they were
to.
just like we're going to
Obviously.
sponsor every podcast on the planet without researching it. And one of the podcasts they sponsored was Biggest Problem. So then just Dick just went on a rant about how Tim Walz is a pedophile, and
Oh God.
the sponsor tried to make them give the money back, and they wouldn't do it.
It's like and listening to him and Vito talk about, okay, so they gave us like a list of stuff that we could talk about if we wanted to, but it's not required. It's all these like crazy ass fucking DNC talking points and shit, and like blah blah yada yada, like the same old freaking schlock
And
for
then
like the
Dick goes
last like
back to
10
what's
years.
really important to me is how Tim Walz is a pedophile, and I just really don't want.
Oh, fucking Bill Burr would shit all over MeUndies and the big Valentine strawberry. Oh, berries. He would just shit all over berries and MeUndies and stuff, and they would get so pissed at him and go, "We'll never do business with you again." And like a few months later, they come crawling fucking back. He'll just like, yeah, eat berries. They're just like gigantic flavorless strawberries with shitty chocolate on them. And he'll just start laughing his ass off. Uh, Another one was the Norm Macdonald show. There was this like dad crate, or it was like during the loot crate fucking craze. And there was this box that basically had like a little like easy to assemble portable grill for like your dad or like a dad to be. And the box was the heaviest piece of shit that was all like cast iron. And he attempted to try to put the fucking thing together, and he couldn't do. He was like, "Oh, this is fucking awful! What a piece of shit!" And he just like flings it off his fucking desk, man. It's like the greatest shit ever.
The best. I love
Uh,
Norm Macdonald.
yeah, I miss Norm. Uh, Scott Adams coming out with ass cancer right after Biden
Womp womp
came out
bow,
with ass cancer
bow.
is will not and never be the funniest fucking
Just a
thing
little
I've ever seen.
4D joke. What do you get when you combine cancer and cartoonist?
You
I don't
get Scott
know.
Adams
I guess we're
apparently.
gonna find out.
Like,
How about
oh
a little
man.
4D joke for you, Mo?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy like how like like this dude like pimped out all this like fucking terrible, fucking awful shit. And now, like, I guess the gods have stricken him with butthole cancer, and now he's kind of fucked.
The cells in my body are dying, like the black community.
Oh God, oh Jesus! Editor, cut that part out. No, but like it, there could be a chance. There could be a chance he's totally lying, and he's just trying to get one over Biden because he came out with like colon cancer. That seems to be like his MO. Like that wouldn't be. I don't think that would be beneath him to lie about having cancer just to own Biden.
I could definitely see it. He's a grifter, so it could really go either way.
Yeah.
I guess we won't know until he's in the ground.
It's like, oh, I might be dead by this summer. It's like, bro, it's about to be fucking June. You might have like 2 or 3 months left, man. I'm sorry. And that's like evil to say, but like he
I
just
think
like
he even
blurted
said
it.
like a month.
Oh yeah. He's got his time ticking, basically, is what he
He's gonna
said.
die right before Dick's baby is born, and Dick's baby is gonna be the reincarnation of Scott Adams.
Oh, don't lay that fucking evil onto him.
Wait, Dick's having a baby? What the hell?
Yeah,
Oh, you don't know? You didn't know?
I don't watch the Dick show.
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's having a
The
kid.
last thing I
Coming out
heard
in
about Dick is that
July.
he got married, and the only reason I knew about that is because Riely went there.
He got married because she was pregnant.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't put that
And
evil on
I
Dick's
only
baby.
knew about the wedding because Riely was like, "Yeah, I spent a bunch of money driving across fucking country to go to this wedding."
Sean wasn't at the wedding. It's sad.
That is sad.
It's
I
tragic.
wonder what happened. Like,
I,
is
th-
there
I
like
mean, Dick
bad
said he
blood?
was just sick, but then like somebody the next week brought it up in a voicemail and like how it made them sad, and Dick just like sullenly went yeah and then moved on. So maybe
Yeah,
it wasn't just that he was sick.
and it's also weird that Vito's no longer in the house. Someone on the show
Oh,
said he
Dick
wasn't
hates
allowed.
Vito now. Dick does not like Vito anymore. Dick does not want to lose the $5,000 a month he makes from Biggest Problem, but he never wants to be in the same room as Vito Gesualdi again. I am
Is
convinced.
is that what you think?
That's what I'm
Because
thinking.
something,
I think the Hackmania shit really pissed Dick off. And now like
yeah,
Dick would end the show, but he's about to have a kid, so he thinks he needs the extra couple $1,000. So he's gonna do it with Vito remote like he's always wanted and just rake in the money
I
and
had a
never have to see
really
Vito
good
again.
idea for a bit.
What's the bit?
So, apparently there was an episode of The Biggest Problem, and I only caught this because I was in a call with Krim and Riely, where like Frog Tony went on, but he only got on because he like Vito agreed to it. But then like Vito didn't pick him up. So Frog Tony like messaged Dick and was like, "Hey, where do I go? Like how do I get there? Like I need to get on the podcast." But because
Yeah,
apparently
that whole
Vito
thing
and
was
Dick don't text.
retarded.
Well, because Vito and Dick don't text because Vito will just be like, "Hey, I'm really bored right now," and
Because
like Dick doesn't want. Yeah,
Vito will be like, make Riley stop bullying me, make Riley stop saying that he'll come to Hackmania and
but it's
fuck with
also just
me.
like bullshit, right? It's like, "Hey, I just made a sandwich. It was like really yummy." Like just shit like like just dumb shit.
yeah,
So
yeah.
my idea for a bit, right? I don't have the money for it, but just fly out to California and then just message Dick and be like, "Hey, Vito said I could be on the podcast." And then you can just get on the podcast
That's pretty good.
It
because
was
Dick
like,
won't check with Vito. You could just get on the Dick show for free. You could just be a guest.
yeah. Imagine pissing. Imagine getting fucking Dick to unblock Vito on everything, and then having to message him again. That would be some funny shit.
No, because he won't confirm with Vito. He'll just be like, "Oh, fucking whatever. All right, fine. Vito said he could be on the podcast. Whatever, fine.
He
God,
Here's
just
the
had
address."
he just fucking hates Vito now because they claim because Dick has like crippling tinnitus that is making his ears hurt terribly and is making him deaf. And he claims that's why Vito's not in studio. But Johnny, the audio engineer, is in
yeah.
studio for the Dick show.
I was about to say, yeah, it's like, Johnny's in there, no problem. And every time like Vito like comes in there, comes to his house, apparently he just does some really inconsiderate shit that really pisses him off, like the eating of the licorice and like the eating of the food, and apparently having fucking smelly feet and sandals and stuff, and him stinking up the joint also because he's got a BO problem. Like apparently that's a fucking thing now. So there's like weird fucking cracks in the biggest problem uh picture right now, and I'm wondering what it is.
Do you think they're gonna pull the trigger on giving up, or do you think it's just gonna become a PKA thing where they just like they show up every week for the rest of their lives, but it becomes much less important than it used to be?
I mean, like I would totally do a fucking podcast with someone I didn't like for 5,000 a month.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you know what? Like I can do that. I can hate this like I like picture somebody who fucking sucks and who I fucking despise, right, Riley?
Speaking of Mo, where's my $5,000?
Oh, well, you need to get with Riley on that. He's my finance guy now.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess I am the
Riley.
producer, so I have to handle these sorts of
Riley,
things.
can you get Mo to send you $5,000 so you can send it to me?
Yeah, hey Mo, I need 5 grand for the expenses this month.
Okay, I'll write you a check in just a
Thank
minute.
you,
It'll be
thank
in the
you.
A
mail.
check.
Yeah,
Oh
what are
yeah,
you, fucking boomer or something? Come
yeah.
on.
That's so weird, man. I like you know, it was crazy. Like growing up, I was told, and I like totally believe this, that learning how to balance your checkbook and how to write a check was an important skill, and it was the most important skill for like a long time. And then everyone was like, "Man, fuck checks. Why don't we just rely on our debit cards? Who even needs checks anyway? They're overly complicated. I don't like they hold up the line. I fucking hated checks. I accidentally wrote like a hot check one time because I had fucking money in my account and everything is fine, but apparently there was like an issue, and when I wrote the check, I had the money, then I didn't have the money after I wrote the check, and then they considered it a hot check, and they wanted to, and you're actually asking me in our chat here, the Violet Face, send me 5K. I am never going to send you 5K.
Well, hey, there's my information if you want to send it to my Cash App. There it is right there.
All right, I'll go ahead and just
Just
do
start
that
sending
then.
PayPal requests. That's a running joke in my friend group. Is we'll just like send each other like absurd PayPal requests that just say like "please, bro" or something.
uh, God, I finally am trying to get my shoulder in order. I heard it like a few weeks ago, sleeping wrong, and it's just been fucking such a pain, man. I know I talked about it earlier, but I'm starting to feel it a little bit, and I'm having to work it out again while we're talking. So, ugh, God, I
Mo's
fucking hate shoulder
deteriorating.
pain.
He's dying.
Dude, I like I'm picking the wrong time for my body to start falling apart. Like I'm starting to hit my stride. I went on a date. I'm talking to girls now. You know, it's fucking nice. All of a sudden, my body's like, "Hey, fuck your shoulder." Boom, and then you know, here I go. Uh, well, I think that I've said everything that I can possibly say. Why don't we go around the horn and get maybe some final thoughts? Riley, we can start with you if you like.
I think we got everything out we needed to pretty succinctly. I think this was a good episode of the podcast.
Yes, muy bueno episodio. Violet, is there anything you'd like to talk about before we amscray the fuck out of here?
No, I'm glad to be back. Happy to be here for Moecast 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes,
Oh
welcome
yeah.
back. And also Kang is fired in case that wasn't clear.
Uh,
Did
yeah,
something
yeah.
happen or
I thought no, nothing happened. It's just that you know, Mo brought to my attention that he was looking for ways to improve the show. And I said, "Hey Mo, I've got a way to
Okay.
improve the
All
show."
right. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, Kang. If you are listening to this, I did not like. I didn't say that exactly. I said, yeah, we.
It was more business oriented. It's all fine. I talked to
I
Kang.
I did
Kang's still
not.
on my other shows. We like Kang, but we're going in a different direction for this show.
Like I wanted to spruce up. That was not on my itinerary. It was to fire
So
you.
Mo, you're saying the official stance of the Moecast is that Kang sucks?
Yes.
No, no one sucks. Everyone's good, and I'm happy that everyone has showed up and done
We all love.
co-hosting.
Yes, thank you, Kang, for your services while you were here. You were a loyal soldier. I'm sorry that we had to execute you
Violet Light.
in the streets. Yeah.
All
When
right,
Violet stopped showing up, he was a good diet Violet. But now we have Violet
Dial it.
back, so Violet, yeah.
that is fucking hard to say. Diet violet. Fuck. Diet
There you go.
violet. Yeah, ugh. I hate trying to say that. I hate how it rolls off my tongue. Well, okay, people. Well, if that's the case, Riley, where can they find you?
Folks, you can find me at linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. That's Riely Cinematic Universe. Lots of podcasts, lots of YouTube channels. Two particular things I would like to highlight. Big Guy, Little Guy. It's a Let's Play channel. Me and my buddy Andrew. We've been 3 days a week for a few weeks now. But soon, folks, coming next week, we're going to be 7 days a week. That's right. Every fucking day. So you're gonna want to subscribe to Big Guy, Little Guy, some good content there. And then there's Megazord Radio, which is my Power Rangers watch along podcast that will encompass the next 15 years of my life. So you got to get in on the ground floor on this. This is gonna be a long journey. If you're into Power Rangers, consider giving it a look. We we had an accidental year-long hiatus. So we started the 2023 season of Power Rangers when it was new. And it's obviously not new anymore. But we had an unplanned year hiatus, so we just finished that one. And we were alternating between that and the original season of Mighty Morphin. So now that we finished Cosmic Fury, we're gonna be shooting straight through Mighty Morphin. Even Mighty Morphin itself takes like a fucking year and a half to get through, and then there's 19 other seasons of Power Rangers. So it's a long journey, and you should check it out because it's an enjoyable show. It's me, my buddy Nightster. He's British. So I'm sorry about that, but it's still a pretty good show.
You know, it's kind of nuts how like Power Rangers dialogue and content has been like steadily increasing as of late. I've been noticing like a lot more like I'm not even like looking at Power Ranger stuff. I just find it randomly on my timeline with like
It's in the news
thousands and
now.
thousands of likes.
Because
Oh, really?
before it kind of settled into a malaise because there just was always Power Rangers. Just like every year there'd be a new Power Rangers, and people would watch it if they liked Power Rangers, and if not, it was whatever. But then Power Rangers, as we know it, the television show Power Rangers that began in 1993 ended in 2023. And since then, there have been several reboots that were being worked on and then subsequently were canceled. So there's a lot of like weird conflicting Power Rangers news flying around. So that's why it's so like trending nowadays because nobody knows what the fuck's going on with it, and they're all talking about all the conflicting news and shit. As Hasbro refuses to give any resources to any Power Rangers projects that are not just let's show them Mighty Morphin again somehow.
Yeah. Ugh, God.
Now
All
they're
right.
doing like minute-long versions of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episodes for TikToks, and they're calling it the Mighty Morphin Minute.
So what are they even trying to do with that IP then? Are they just
They're
going to sit
just
on it and just let it die?
they're just trying to sell like toys and comic books and shit, I guess.
Huh. Sounds like, a golden goose. Like everyone seems to really like the Mighty Morphin stuff, so like why not just keep it going and keep going?
They should just like do a reboot show and just make them the Mighty Morphin Power. That's fine. Just don't make them the same characters. Because nobody fucking cares about the characters. They care about the cool dinosaur warriors. Just like put them in the suits that we all know, come up with some new characters, make a good superhero television show, and just call it Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like that will upset a lot of people because they're all like pissed because they're so focused on Mighty Morphin. And I understand because the other seasons are cool, but Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is the only Power Rangers season to ever exceed or even come close to making $1 billion. So it is very obviously the one they go for every time because it's their most profitable IP within that master class of IPs by a wide margin.
Yeah, no shit. All right, Violet, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at the Violet Fae.
Hooray!
That's about it.
All
That's
right.
about the only place you can find me. You can
All
also
right.
find me eventually with Riely and I's podcast.
Oh God, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I did say I'd do that. I had to
What
figure
show
I'm
y'all
running out
doing?
of free time in my life. I'm just gonna be a human podcast.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say it every time until we do it.
Dude, we gotta like set a day. If we can like find like a day and time, I'll jump into something. We gotta find what porn game we're gonna do first.
That's true.
Oh
Yeah, let's
God,
pick a short one.
I forgot you guys are gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll pick a short one to start with.
Okay. You got any good recommendations?
I got some ideas. I'll think of
Okay.
some. I'll send you a
Okay.
short list, and you can look at like the summaries, and we'll pick our first one.
I think we should I think we should put that show on this channel. I think that should be on the Moecast network, Mo. What do you think?
Oh God, that's gonna like destroy it. The second that I don't know,
Also, I
man.
must be
Porn.
right back.
They don't like porn or anything like that on YouTube, man. It'll probably get like
Are you
fucking
not allowed to
destroyed.
discuss porn? We're not going to show the porn. We're just going to discuss the porn.
I don't know, man. Like it's I don't know. I haven't really even like got into it, so
If I did like a formal movie review of a porn and I like described what was happening in it, but I did not show any footage or screenshots at all, is that against TOS to describe a
probably.
porn?
I think it has something to do with describing sexual content.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe that one will be
Okay.
Spotify exclusive then, because they just don't seem to care unless you're using
Yeah.
copyrighted music. That's the one thing they'll get you for.
Yeah. All right. And you can find me at twitter.com/MSG official YT. Moside Gaming. Moside Gaming everywhere. Just all Moside Gaming all up in your face. W.GG. Use promo code MoDiggity. Save 10% off your total purchase. Bringing the Mo Show back. Saturdays will be Mo Show days, and Sundays will be Moecast days. And we'll see about trying to fit in some more streams here and there.
Some
Uh,
dragon wheels,
some
perhaps.
dragon wheels. Yeah, we'll have to do that. But yeah. Thanks guys for coming out. I really do appreciate it. And until next time. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Any other guy, and I just wanna take